Hello everyone, my name is Joyce. I'm a modern languages student and I'm here making this video as part of my assessment for the English 3 course. And today I'll talk about a book called Too Fat, Too Slutty, Too Loud, The Rise and Reign of the Unruly Woman by Anne Helen Peterson. Starting by the author, Anne Helen Peterson is a journalist and writer, culture writer for Buzzfeed. She has a doctorate in media studies, and this company, Buzzfeed, is a digital media company that talks a little bit about everything from news to just quizzes and basically everything that we could expect on the internet. They talk about. This book was first published in 2017 by the publisher Scribner UK and is divided by 10 chapters, and each one talks about an issue, a main issue, uh, gives a little bit of history and tells about the background of the woman that we're talking about. The chapters are Too Strong, Serena Williams, Too Fat, Melissa McCarthy, Too Gross, Abby Jacobson and Ilana Glazer, Too Slutty, Nicki Minaj, Too Old, Madonna, Too Pregnant, Kim Kardashian, Too Shrill, Hillary Clinton, Too Queer, Caitlyn Jenner, Too Loud, Jennifer Weiner, and Too Naked, Lena Dunham. As I said before, each chapter approaches an issue. I chose two chapters to talk a little bit about, and I chose the first one about Serena Williams, Too Strong, because I didn't know much about her, and all I knew was from news and basically what I saw in social media. And the last time I heard about her was in 2018, I think, when she lost the match to Naomi Osaka, and and some digital media creators made a cartoon about her, and she was a baby for crying and basically throwing a tantrum for losing. And the other chapter was about Kim Kardashian, Too Pregnant, because all I know about her was also from social media and and the show about her family, Keeping Up with the Kardashians. Talking about the chapter about Serena Williams, the chapter starts by talking about how racist is tennis, or how there is racism in tennis, and the whiteness is expected from socks to people's skin. And Serena and her sister Venus appeared in tennis and shatter all that expected whiteness. Also, it talks about um, her body and how black women's bodies are overly sexualized and are seen as exotic. And quoting the book, she served like a man, had muscles like a man, threw tantrums like a man. She dressed in ways that were either not womanly enough, at least not for the historically demure, delicate world of tennis fashion, or too womanly, which is to say, too sexy, too confident in their announcement of her muscular curves. So at the same time that she was too muscular and manly, she was too sexy because she didn't hide her body. She knew her body type, and she refused to hide it, and she just wore whatever she wanted and just ignored the what people had to say. The other chapter was about Kim Kardashian and her pregnancy. I chose this picture of her because she was bullied because of this dress. She was compared to a killer whale, and it was an image of her next to a killer whale asking who wore it best. I didn't put it here because I thought it was very disrespectful and bad taste to put it here, so I just put her picture. And this chapter talks about women's pregnancy and how throughout history it it wasn't seen as a good thing, and people avoided to say the word pregnant and just said someone was with child instead of saying someone's pregnant. And the way that Kim Kardashian breaks the rules of the society's image of what a woman should look like and should behave is that she wore the same clothes that she wore when she wasn't pregnant. She still wore skin tight clothes and dresses and heels, and people even started asking, does she even know she's pregnant? Because just she's wearing skin tight dresses that show off her stomach. And this chapter is very interesting because I hadn't that vision of her being bullied. I just saw news and about her and just didn't pay much attention to it and didn't realize how bullied she was in this part of her life that should be something beautiful and she should be happy about it. She wasn't happy at all. And this chapter was actually touching to read, and how she should be happy and she couldn't just enjoy her pregnancy because she had always been in the eye of paparazzis and just being bullied throughout all of her pregnancy for something that's natural as her even her swollen feet. She was already in pain and having health issues, and on top of that she even had to deal with being bullied for being pregnant. And I'm going to talk a little bit about my opinion of the book in general. It was pretty easy to read because, as I said, it's like reading essays because each chapter has a um, different issue, although it talks about something in general. Um, it was easy because I could read one chapter today and read another one whenever I wanted. And it wasn't um, it the book isn't very big, uh, and the people that she talked about, um, most of them I knew sort of, but didn't know much about their stories. So it was interesting to know a little bit more about Serena Williams and, for example, Melissa McCarthy, because I knew her from just from movies, but didn't know much about her life. And there were also people that I didn't know. Um, for example, the the chapter about Abby Jacobson and Ilana Glazer, I didn't know who they were, and also Jennifer Weiner. And about Caitlyn Jenner, it was interesting to read because I knew from what I heard from social media, and that's it. I don't know much about her life. I would recommend this book to people who like to know about famous people's lives because it, and even people who only like me only know about their lives through social media and not like the human part of their lives. And I really thought it was interesting to read about Kim Kardashian. It was my favorite chapter because I think it really humanizes her and and how society romanticizes pregnancy and how it should look like uh, with having that baby bump, as they say, but not the swollen feet, not the pain, not the health issues that people can go through. And it had a different point of view that I didn't know about, but I would recommend it to people that like to read about famous people and tabloids and all that. And that's it.